your own personality.
I'm a journalist.
You're not a journalist.
How do you decide who's a journalist?
I mean, considering I was fired as a journalist, you're no journalist.
Literally, would you rather be a chair sick your whole life?
You're not doing this for, like, what the actual conversation is, which is getting rid of this country.
Getting rid of this country?
Getting rid of America, getting rid of the West. This is what this is for.
You want to get rid of America?
Yes! Everyone here understands that at some level we need to get rid of America completely.
What should we do?
Decolonization, land back.
Where should we go, though?
In our communities. We need to go leave the capitals, leave the central capitals of commerce, of capital itself.
Hey there, Patriots. This is True Outlaw Patriot coming at you with another one. What you just heard was a 45-second clip that I got off of X, okay, of obviously some person in America who's at one of these marches for Free Palestine who's talking about that America needs to be decolonized and given back, yada, yada, yada. Okay. Well, before I put my thoughts into this and show you something else about what Elon Musk had reposted, as you can see in my title, I just want to thank all my new subscribers and all my subscribers here on YouTube and on Rumble. So don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, pass the channel around. I also joined another platform, and it's called Minds, and I was amazed. I mean, a few people from there came right onto YouTube and joined my channel, so thank you so much for that. And everybody knows that I'm also on Instagram. If you want to help support the channel, and there's a link in my description to my Cash App and PayPal, and to my merch store, trueoutlawpatriot.com. So if you can, you can support the channel that way by ordering a t-shirt. If you can't, subscribing, giving it a thumbs up, passing it around so others can subscribe. That'd be great. I'm almost up to 600. Trying to get to that, and trying to get to 1 million diehard American patriots on my channel. So thank you all again. And with that being said, this person, okay, is talking about decolonizing America, and basically the march is to bring America down. Now, this just might be his opinion. That's fine. Okay. It might be the opinion of many people that are at the protest. We don't know. Only this clip was shown. But this is the way I see it. Whether it's one person or whether it's 1,000 people that are saying it, as a Native American, since they talk about decolonizing, I ask, okay, as a Native American, Cherokee Indian, the blood that runs in this body, okay, goes back many, many, many generations, hundreds if not thousands of years in this country through my bloodline, okay. So I, as a Native American, if that's your answer to whoever this person is and you watch this video, if that's your answer, then by all means do me the favor, do me and my ancestors the favor, and you leave first, okay? Go anywhere else in the world that you want to go, any other country. If you feel that America needs to be taken down and that it needs to be decolonized, me as a Native American, do me a favor, do my ancestors a favor, and leave. Lead by example. Don't keep walking around protesting for something that's happening halfway across the world, okay? And just leave. You know, I find it so ironic that a lot of these protesters are always talking about down with the West, down with the West, down with the West, down with America, but you're still here, living under constitutional laws that give you the right to protest. And I keep saying it, that people on the left, they use the rights that we have in the Constitution, okay, to go against the Constitution and America and Americans. So I'll say it right now. By all means, leave. Start the decolonization that you so want. Lead by example. Show people like me in America, okay, that you really mean it. And if more people in these protests feel the same way, then decolonize. Leave. Get the hell out. Go somewhere else. Go somewhere where America does not affect you. Go somewhere where you feel that you are not threatened by America. Just go. Okay? So, with that being said, there's been a lot of scrutiny with Elon Musk doing this interview with Don Lemon, who supposedly got fired again. I mean, it's not like he was ever a good journalist anyway. He's just a rat shill, in my opinion, for the left. But besides that, I went on X to check out Elon Musk's page to see if I could find that. But then there was another video on there. Okay? And it basically, it's saying what a lot of people have been saying, and something that I've been saying on many of my videos since I started this channel last year. It hasn't even been a year, and I put over 260 videos out, and many of those videos I talk about how the left is trying to destroy America from within, and especially with all the illegal immigration that's happening. Okay? So without further ado, I'm going to play this video. It's only 1 minute and 50 seconds long. Repost it. Go on X. I'm going to leave a link in the description so you guys can click on it. Go on Elon Musk's page. Check it out. Re-exit. Repost it. I'm not going to say retweet it because in my eyes Twitter is dead. It was run by liberals. It's gone. It's run by a man now who believes in freedom of speech. I know a lot of people may not agree with him. That's fine. That is your God-given right. Okay? And I say it's your God-given right because regardless of the Constitution and laws around the world, it is everyone's God-given right to disagree with others. It just so happens that I shouldn't say the majority of people on the planet, I should say the leftists on the planet don't see it that way. Okay? But let's check out the video and you guys can make up your own minds about it. Here we go. Okay, so before I play the video, Elon Musk re-exed it. So did I. Many people have. But it's actually a video made, if I'm correct, by someone named Western Letterman, I believe it's called. No, sorry. Western Lensman. Okay? And here's the video. I'm going to put my thoughts into it. Like I said, it's actually only minute 39 seconds. Here we go. It says the Democrat open borders plan to entrench single-party rule. Here we go.
The Democrat open borders plan to entrench single-party rule, explained in under 2 minutes. 1. Flood the country with untold millions of illegals by land, sea, and air from all over the world.
Okay, I'm going to cut into it because it's a short video, and that is true. The Biden administration just got busted. They basically have been caught out there knowing, well, people found out, they have flown in over 400,000 illegals, and they say many of them are from Venezuela. And if anybody has been watching my content and a lot of stuff that's been going on, there has been quite a few Venezuelans being arrested for committing crimes. And I'll go back to what I was saying. And in my eyes, it's not a coincidence. There have been jailbreaks in Venezuela, and now you got Venezuelan criminals starting gangs here and joining other gangs here in Chicago and in New York. Okay, but let's continue.
Enough to eclipse the populations of 36 individual U.S. states so far.
Did you guys hear that? They brought in enough to try to put as many as they can in 36 different states, and that is what is going on. They are shipping. You know, people are mad at Greg Abbott for taking the illegals that are coming in and shipping them to certain states. But what the Democrats are doing, they're bringing in so many that, yes, they're complaining about what Greg Abbott's doing, but they're also shipping a lot of the illegals themselves all over the United States. Never mind a few key blue states, all over the United States, even the red states. Okay, so don't be fooled. You don't believe me? Go to Little Rock, Arkansas. You will see the influx of illegals from South America. And Arkansas is a red state. Okay, but Little Rock is run like a blue state. Okay, and I lived there for 3 years. I'll tell my story another time. I'll digress on that, but here we go.
2. Prioritize the needs of these millions of non-citizens over the needs of the American citizen.
There they go. That's exactly what they're doing. They're prioritizing their needs more than anything else. And then now I did a video on Tyson Foods. Okay, firing American workers and wanting to hire tens of thousands of illegals. Okay, this is, a lot of people say this is all conspiracy. No, this is all by design. This is all by design. Okay, and what it says here, to flood them, it says to give them prioritize with free flights, buses, hotels, meals, and phones. That's exactly what they've been doing. Okay, and it doesn't take a rocket scientist. You don't believe me? If you want to if you see somebody that you think, fits that description, spark a conversation, see what they say, and I guarantee you that if they are here illegally, they're gonna tell you what you want to hear. Okay, and it's because the way the Democrats make them feel is that, we gave them this, and this, so that makes them okay to be here. What they're not understanding is that a lot of these people are very gullible, and they truly believe by getting all these incentives is because they're being accepted. They're not understanding where a lot of this money is coming from. Many more do understand, and they just don't care. They just don't. That's why they go along with it. But let's continue.
With free flights, buses, hotels, meals, and phones, ensuring their loyalty to the political party that imported them. 3. Keep them in the country at all costs, even when they commit violent crime like murder and rape. Attack the language used to describe the criminals, as opposed to the criminals themselves.
Exactly. Now, a lot of these illegals have been arrested before, sent back over the border. They've come back in. They committed crimes. They've been let go. Case in point, what happened to Lake and Riley, okay? They let that guy go from New York. He made it down to Atlanta, Georgia, I believe it was, and he murdered her. Okay? Had they just left him in prison, it would have never happened. But they won't do that. And then when Joe Biden, during the State of the Union, where Marjorie Taylor Greene and some of the Republicans were yelling at him to say her name, he said her name wrong. And then with his diarrhea mouth, decided to call the illegal that killed her an illegal immigrant. Okay? But then Nancy Pelosi, okay, the pig that she is, had to go on TV and say that it was wrong for Biden, okay, to refer to that man as an illegal immigrant. And then Biden changed his tune in the next interview, okay, that he did, saying that no, he was undocumented. It's like they're taking the side of the criminals. It doesn't matter what they do. They are pushing Americans to the side, whether you're a victim or not, and giving all the incentives, even how to address these people over Americans. But let's continue.
Slander critics as racist.
Exactly.
4. Ensure their privileges are made irrevocable with city and state sanctuary laws that act as population magnets.
Yep.
Codify permanent status and ensure non-cooperation with ICE.
And that's been going on for the past few years. And even when Donald Trump was president, a lot of the Democrats, especially AOC and the squad, they kept going after the Republicans whenever ICE had to go do their job. And they kept saying that it was racist for ICE to be doing their job, that they're scaring all the other immigrants that are here and people, that are living in their neighborhoods. And that's not even the case. Okay? But then they'll go and smear everybody saying that, oh, you're nothing but a racist, you're this, you're a bigot, you just don't want illegal immigration, or you don't want immigration, period. And knowing very well, okay, that everybody in this country understands how this country was founded. But these are the tactics that they use. Okay, there's only 50 seconds. I've only played 50 seconds, and this guy, Western Lensman, is basically putting together exactly what the Democrats want to do. But let's continue.
5. Count the non-citizens in the census that will determine congressional apportionment in the House of Representatives. As of now, that would equal 13 extra congressional districts, a tremendous amount of electoral power.
Now, I don't know if anybody's been paying attention, but again, the past few years, the Democrats have been fighting, okay, about certain, areas, like congressional areas or whatever. What did he say? Congressional districts, okay, that laws are being changed, and that's racist to voters. No, it's not. What they are doing is trying to get more illegals in those districts, so like that when it comes time to vote, they obtain more power. As a matter of fact, there's a woman out in Brooklyn, I believe it was, or Queens, one of the districts, that basically said the quiet part out loud, and she wasn't even trying to hide it. She was actually asking for them to send more illegals to her district because she needs the voter base. Her words. I did a video on that also about 2 months ago. Okay? Plain as day, the woman said it on camera. That she has too many of her constituents moving out. So she would like them to be sending these asylum seekers to her district so like that she can get the votes that she needs. Don't believe me? Look it up. Here we go.
A tremendous amount of electoral power. 6. Wage a massive, heavily funded lawfare campaign to change state voting laws that legalize mass mail-in ballots.
I'll stop it right here on that. Okay? A judge just overturned a ruling in New York. I think they overturned it or didn't even want to accept the case because they said it was unconstitutional, because New York State, the powers that be, and you can thank Eric Adams for this because he brought it up a while ago, and I put videos on this again, of how they wanted to give 800,000. Okay, at first I said it was 80,000. That was my mistake. The article, okay, says it wasn't 80,000. It was 800,000 illegals that they wanted to give voting rights for local voting, to vote in local elections. Okay, 80,000 is one thing. 800,000 will swing the presidency of a country. 80,000 can swing the presidency, but that's more of, they factor in, the little margins of error. But 800,000, okay, is something that can swing a presidential election. This is why the Democrats talk about that voter ID is racist, that mail-in balloting is this, and drop boxes are that. Anything to put all this fear in everybody, and they feed upon the black and the American black and the American Latino community, saying that these things that the Republicans want to do in order to ensure a safe election, okay, a legit election, they're saying that it's racist against black and brown people. It's bullshit, but let's continue.
No signature verification and no proof of citizenship requirements.
Yep.
Making it nearly impossible to prove voter fraud. 7. Lock in the permanent voting majority with campaign promises of lavish benefits and permanent privileges, enshrining generational fealty to the Democrat Party. 8. Win elections. 9. Entrenched single-party rule has been achieved. The best part? Your tax dollars are paying for it.
And there you go. And that's the damn truth. Okay? Our tax dollars are going to all of this. And I have to say it. I'm a conservative. I vote Republican. I don't vote for every Republican. But the Republicans need to stop with the niceties, and they need to jump all over this. And these Democrats, they need to be ousted out of power. Because this is exactly what they're doing. They're making Americans feel guilty. They're letting everybody worry about all these riots, all these protests, while they're flooding the border. And when you catch them doing that, they're calling everybody else a racist because you don't like black and brown people and people from all over the planet, knowing very well that everybody that is in this country pretty much comes from all around the world. But they want you to feel guilty while you're fighting, at the same time, while they're making people fight over the transgenderism indoctrination in schools, the CRT learning, the DEI learning, the wokeness in the military, the wokeness in Hollywood, ignoring people, ignoring Americans that need better housing, better wages, better benefits, ignoring all that, but making everybody fight against each other while they're just bringing in the new voter base, the new America that they want, because they know that they can control them. They know they're coming from all these countries where they're oppressed. Okay? The same way they let in 10,000s of Ukrainians, no big deal. That debacle when they pulled out of Afghanistan, they brought in, they don't even know the number of how many Afghan men they brought into this country. Nobody even knows where the hell they dropped them off at. Okay? As a matter of fact, they just busted another terrorist that came across the border a few days ago. And the thing about it was that he confessed to it. Okay? All this chaos is going on, and is done by the Democratic Party and the Rhino Republicans. This is where people need to wake up. And when you have people like Don Lemon and the rest of mainstream media throwing at Elon Musk for the interview, the way he answered Don Lemon, it just baffles my mind that Don Lemon is still like a significant voice. I mean, the guy got fired, and he just got fired again. That should tell people something. And when you got someone like Nancy Pelosi that supposedly retired, but she's over here calling the shots all over again, this is why the founding fathers said that after you do your time, okay, in political office, for you to go back to civilian life. But these power mongers, these warmongers, these, how can I say, these derelicts of a civil society, okay, they're the ones that are causing all this chaos, and they're the ones that need to be voted out. And they are pushing harder and harder because they know that they're losing their base. I'm telling you, there is voting going on today, Tuesday, this day. Okay? People, you need to get out there and vote. And everyone needs to watch. Not with a prejudice or biased attitude. You can't just go pointing the finger at anybody that's on a voting line or whatever the case is, or, dropping off a ballot. But pay attention. Make sure you know that wherever you're voting, that everyone that's voting in this country is legal to vote. You see something strange at these voting platforms or whatever the case is, don't be afraid to speak up. It doesn't have to be going crazy and, doing anything stupid to anybody, no. But the elections is what the Democrats want because they want the power. Okay? And to all you people on the left that are against this, but you're still on the fence because you think that, you know what, well, maybe they do deserve a chance. You can't have it both ways. You either stand up for America first, and then we can help people out on the outside, or you don't. Okay? Because I've said it once, I'll say it again, and many people have been saying it, and people around the world have been saying it. America falls, the rest of the world falls. That's just the bottom line. Okay? It'll be the ones that want to control the world and everybody else fighting for it. And they'll be trying to pit everybody together. Why do you think Haiti is so messed up right now? Why do you think a lot of these South American countries are so messed up right now? Okay? Because of people on the left running things and just letting it fall and collapse. If it wasn't for El Salvador, last year or 2 years ago was like the murder capital of I think they said South America or the world. They got a new president. The consensus say that people from El Salvador that are here are moving back. Now they're saying that it's one of the safest places because the president of El Salvador just went and arrested nearly every damn criminal out there, and they're all in prison in these giant supermax prisons. Tens of thousands of criminals have been rounded up by the military, by the police force. They're all in prison. Okay? And he even said it himself, that for America to take heed and not let what happened to El Salvador happen in America. Look at the president of Argentina, what he did. He's only been president, what, a few months? They just said he just got the budget under control. Why? Because he ousted all the leftists. America needs to get rid of all the anti-American politicians, because they don't care who they hurt, whether it's their own constituents or people that are not. Their main goal is just power. That's it. But anyway, that's what I got for you. Don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, pass it around, give it a thumbs up. Again, there's a link in the description. Go on Elon Musk's page, repost it, give it a thumbs up, pass it around. If you want to help support the channel, there's a link in my description also to my Cash App and PayPal and my merch store, TrueOutlawPatriot.com. So with that being said, people, like I always say, stay vigilant, keep praying for each other, and keep praying for this country. Peace.